I did mention this earlier, but like Charizard's gravity, or I don't know if it's gravity or fall speed. I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly. It's one of the two. He doesn't get comboed as easy, so you would think down throw up air. You know, the ladder combo would be very easy to execute against Charizard. But surprisingly, like I've gotten a down throw up air, and I tried to up B at like 60% and didn't connect before. And it wasn't like, I mean, I did have rage, but it's surprising, is what I'm saying. Against even I had rage against like a Bowser DK, that would have easily intercepted.
Right.
And so. Let's go ahead and get into the game.
Battlefield, not Battlefield, Smashville.
Smashville game 1. So let's see how his movement and his pressure stacks up against Peter's. Against Peter. Okay, good.
Throwing a lot of aerials.
Peter is doing a good job. I mean, that's kind of ZSS though. Like ZSS's ground game is a little bit subpar. So nice.
So I heard you like punish game.
Nice, good. And this is where let's say.
Yeah.
Oh. Good. Good punch. And up tilt is intangible for those of you who didn't know. The her knee and above is intangible when she does up tilt. So it makes her a great anti-air. So if Peter wants to fall in, nice.
Oh,
I like the idea, but again, that's what I'm saying is against a heavyweight that would have worked, but because of his gravity, you see all that weird situation that he's in.
Yeah.
Nice.
So far, I'm liking this pick by Kaiba a lot, actually.
Nice, good baits, and he's doing a great job of being aware of the anti-air is possible right here. He does have to be careful because down B can be intercepted. Nice, and it's not gonna kill.
No, but
because
close.
That thing has more trouble than you would imagine in terms of getting killed.
I think he's getting a little ambitious.
A little bit antsy there. Yeah, I certainly agree with that. And that down smash needs to be spaced a little bit. Safe. And that will go and take it.
So even game. Good old
and for those who didn't know, actually, with Zero Suit's up B, so Zero, you can try and DI, right? And you can you start drifting. It's not SDI. You drift from her up B, but ZSS has an option to control. So if you ever want to lab it, just use up B, hold left, and then you up B and hold right, and you'll see the distance that you can change, because that does affect it. And I think that is something very important to note. And see, this is where he's DIing in. So Charizard is DIing in, which is why Kaiba is also holding left. So these are things to take into consideration, because later in this game you may just see that, that conditioning come into effect, where he can go into for another option because he's conditioned to start DIing. So, and wow, that was a very unfortunate moment.
They call spaghetti.
That was very unfortunate.
You hate to see that happen.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate when those moments happen when, ZSS is a very volatile character. And if you're constantly moving, and three of a lot of your recoveries use B, it's very easy to just misinput. So.
Yeah, things happen.
But I definitely think Kaiba had the right mind. He was playing well. He was very considerate of options going on. So I definitely don't think he should just switch back necessarily.
No, I mean he had all the right ideas. He got a little reckless at times, but it wasn't a bad match by any.
No, not at all. So taking in Dreamland, that's good because he can ladder a lot more efficiently here.
Yeah, the platforms help out a lot, so I've been told.
Yep. The ladders are a lot more efficient here. He does no longer has to rely on the raw down throw to get the ladder combos. He can do falling up airs. So.
But so far, Leo off to a tremendous start, though. Good percent lead.
Okay, nice. Be careful. Yeah, you got to be careful with that. That is a very scary situation using that down B, because it is only vulnerable for 8. Oh, it's only invincible for 8 frames.
Really?
It's right when you see the apex, slightly before the apex, she is vulnerable. And I know for a fact Peter knows that because he's waited me out several times with that. So you gotta be careful with that. You gotta be careful. But he's doing a good job using his anti-air. And this is another thing to know. Just watch that spacing when you're juggling. And that's something that's very important that a lot of people who don't really consider is when you've got someone in a juggle situation, you gotta space well. You can't just jump up there up air because they could just fall down. So you gotta be considerate of a jump away. You gotta stay close and follow them. And so if you're watching closely, look at how close he's following right there. And perfect. Because of that, he was able to confirm with that up B.
Yeah, I was about to say, right before that, he had a sequence where he was spacing his bears perfectly to maintain pressure on Leo and force him into a bad option.
Yep. And then the thing is, he's not just staying close; he's safely spacing it too.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I was talking about earlier. That's why ZSS can just kind of run laps around Charizard. All right. Good situation. Nice. That is jump. Stay calm there.
But that'll be it.
Yep. Let's see. Especially with the platform there.
So let's see, because it's still a pretty even game.
Yes, that's absolutely true. Both players can absolutely take this right now.
They're both at kill percent.
But at low percents, actually, for most people who didn't know, if you get up aired by ZSS at less than 20%, you're pretty good to go. She doesn't have enough hit stun on her up B to actually. Oh no! Oh, that looks like either a side. That was a side B misinput. So this happens a lot, and if any of my fellow ZSS fans are watching, or if you just ever seen this happen, sometimes if you try to side B and reel up too quickly, you end up getting up B. So if you ever seen this happen, some ZSS try to do the side B ledge jump, drop like a reel up and then back here, right? Sometimes they fuck up and they just run off stage and reverse up B into stage, and it looks weird because you're like, why would you run off up B into stage? But it's actually misinput when you're trying to side B and then like reel up really quickly. So yeah.
For those watching, it's 2-0 in Leo's favor right now. So he switches back to his main DK. You know, it's the character he has the most experience with.
Right. We just gotta get some heavy brawler duking in here. And this is again another weird situation where that gravity I was telling you about, it makes it harder. Okay, never mind. Forget me. I think that was just the frame though, because you saw him go really high up.
Yeah, I know. I thought he had a chance to get out, but I was wrong.
He goes up really high, so it is a situation. And okay,
I like that up B out though.
Yeah, so you gotta be careful. You definitely gotta be careful whenever heavy is at low percents. You can't just you don't have as much hit stun, so those down tilts. That's why you saw him retaliate real quickly there. And it'll be interesting to see how Peter wants to get the kill here. I think he needs to rack up more damage, honestly, because I don't think the up B will kill. I mean the up throw, sorry. Oh my god.
And that's game 3.
Oh wow.
And they said Donkey Kong was fair.
Yep. Jedi
it's okay though. No, I mean, hey, you know, you get grabbed on the platform at that percent, you know what's going to happen. You should know better.
You will die.
Yep. And that's what I said.
I'll die.
That's just one of those things with Ryan though, and Kaiba. He's just a very cognizant player, and he knows he's waiting there, and that's why he doesn't grab you every single time. He's just waiting to see.
Yes, Gerardo, I notice you.
Who's Gerardo?
Senpai, come back and teach all these noobs a lesson.
All right. So we'll go ahead and hop in here to game 4. Smashville again. Yeah, right. Modified DSR. He can run.
Modified DSR. He is allowed to go back here.
All right. So let's go ahead. Wow, nice. That'll be extended nicely right there. Down tilt. Go ahead and get that damage. Good stuff right there. And I love that fair instead of the up air. Don't keep it fresh so you can get the kill when the ding dong comes.
Yeah. But you know, the thing is, they're both mindful of what the other's looking for at this point. They both played a bunch of times over and over again.
Nice. The moving platform assisted there.
Yeah. And it's a mix-up. Sometimes you gotta air dodge, sometimes you're not going to. So.
Yeah. Nice back here. Just go ahead and keep him consistently walled out.
Did you just say nice spare? 104.25. Anyway.
Well. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and. Oh. Wow. That was a tense situation. Back throw? That's gonna go ahead and take it. Yeah. He had rage too. So.
Yeah, and the punch now. I want to see a good punch combo.
Okay, so I don't want to say this too loud because I don't want players to hear me. There's a really cool combo that DK can do around this percent. If you instead of going for the ding dong, you do a down throw, and puts them in a tech situation. You can walk up and down tilt, and that jab blocks them, and you can get an F smash. Do whatever KO punch or not KO punch, Donkey punch.
Yes,
whatever you want to do.
Donkey Kong has KO punch.
I think it's gone at this point, but oh.
No, he's alive.
Jab.
Good DI.
Yeah.
You managed to get the slowdown just in time.
Right, but I would say it's just a scary situation with Fire and DK because he has nothing, no way to contest that.
Yeah.
Wait for the platform and that will work.
Help him out. Yeah. So.
I feel like he could have mashed out of that. That was 3 fumbles.
Maybe.
Yep.
And it's 2-2, and Kaiba on the verge of a reverse 3-0.
King Kong.
So I'm curious to see what this counter pick's gonna be. I hear Lilat's terrible, and DK actually has a lot of jank stuff on Lilat.
You see the new BP Smash Dudes video?
Wait, we have a timeout?
All right.
Timeout?
Take a rest here. So
That's it.
take a second to reset. Well, while he's resetting, what do you think about options? Obviously, these ding dongs are what's really what the 2D high heavens. My Daniels, are you seeing this?
Okay, so
My Daniels, are you seeing this?
So anyway, Peter's been working on this Game & Watch for a while now, so I'm genuinely curious to see how this works out.
What is he thinking with this matchup? Because I genuinely oh, nice jab block. Good jab block off the bat. Interesting.
Yeah, well,
Nice, good soft air, strong bear.
so far I'm not sure about this counter pick. Is the ding dong?
You
window
always
still
have
on Game &
orange.
Watch?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
And Leo Leo's
uh,
on his tournament stock. Game 5, Kaiba on the verge of a reverse 3-0. Can he do it, baby?
man.
I'll shut up now.
Oh gosh, how does he deal with the bear pressure though? Can his fair out of shield actually reach? Because I think you can space back. You can retreat the bear if you can connect on shield. And he's gonna die really early to a lot of hits.
Just how do you get in?
I don't know. This is looking like a bad situation for
Maybe
looking like a bad situation.
maybe he believes in the heart of the cards and can get 2
And
nines.
that's it, just like that. Very quickly. And that is it for our Fall 2017 playoffs.
Donkey Kong is honest.
Shout outs to my boy Kaiba. Go ahead and take him that first place. Wow, I'm just so curious as to what he was thinking. I feel like he needed to I just feel like you have to know a lot more. So
Do you want to interview him?
cool. Okay, so now that we're
Ryan.
finished up,
Ryan,
I think
he's
we're
gonna
gonna go ahead
interview you.
get our top players in here for some interviews. You want to interview Peter after?
It's only supposed to be the turn.
Anyway,
TSH Lin signing off, and once again, shout out to Kaiba for taking first place, his first ever CSAT playoffs win, much deserved, and to Leo and GVN for taking second and third respectively, and to Cobalt because I love you.
all right. Thanks, Cholan. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and have Brian join us here.
What's up?
Our boy Kaiba, dude. How's it feel? How you feeling?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I didn't lose a game with DK. That felt good.
You did. Those STs were a bit unfortunate on the first two stocks. What were you thinking after those happened? What I noticed clearly you kept your composure, just kept your phone, didn't let it get to you.
It was my secondary versus his main, so losing isn't that bad,
Right.
So it didn't really hurt me that bad. I was just whatever. This game sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
And then you pull out DK, things start to come together.
I would say the GSS was definitely doing great work though. It was just those a little bit unfortunate moments. You guys were definitely going toe to toe. But solid. So okay, I have to ask what your thoughts were when he picked Game & Watch.
So he played Game & Watch for the first time against me in friendlies, literally probably 20 minutes ago. And
Okay.
And I think he took one game with Game & Watch, and that made him confident in the Game & Watch. But that matchup's 50-50 at best for Game & Watch. It's really not that good.
Was he just thinking about the ding dong window then? Do you think?
I don't know. See, if he learned the Charizard DK matchup just a little bit, he would see how much Charizard beats DK.
Yeah.
Because what Charizard can do is he can flamethrower DK's recovery, and then before I have time to up me again, he can right when he flamethrowers me, he can jump out and down at me.
Oh, really?
Confirmed kill on DK. It's nothing.
He doesn't have too much lag after fire?
He can let go right when he hits me the first time, and he can,
Okay, interesting.
So, I don't know, I think he just needs to work on that matchup a little bit. I don't think Game & Watch is the answer unless he gets nines on me or something.
Yeah, I see what you mean. So, one thing I was talking about earlier with both Luke and also with Cholan again is something I noticed a lot about you, and you're one of the most cognizant players in CStat, and especially when you have advantage that you press it very well.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts in general? So for example, against Joey, I think I noticed a down through nair, and then you just when he started you noticed that you weren't gonna get regrabs. You started changing it up. So in general, what are your thoughts on true combos versus these conditioning moments? 'Cause I noticed you do kind of balance the two very well.
Yeah. So what you kind of It's just about determining when your opponent's scared versus when they're not scared, and that just means like the amount of options you can do versus what they can do. And so if they're in a bad spot, they can't do much, and you can do a lot at that moment, they're going to be way more likely to air dodge. Or if you notice that in those situations they come out and they attack, well then that's when you back off. You let them do their counterattack, let them waste more materials, and then you punish after.
Nice.
It's just it's a back and forth.
Nice. So, what are your thoughts in general about DK? And so you're picking up ZSS, right?
Yeah.
And from what I hear, like you want to fully main her.
Probably dual main.
Dual main, you think
Yeah.
so? Okay. Are you
DK's
mostly?
got a lot of bad matchups.
That's definitely understandable. Are you mostly using it to cover those bad matchups then?
Huh?
Are you
Yeah.
using it? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's either her or Fox. You saw me play Fox earlier against Zane.
That's true. Okay.
Shout out Gerardo.
Yeah. So so after this whole playoffs, who's your most difficult opponent in this playoffs in this top 8?
Peter for sure.
Definitely Peter.
He's been my most difficult the whole semester. We've kind of had it's been like a rock paper scissors among the top 3 players in C-Stat.
Okay, you two and Gavin.
Peter will beat me. I'll beat Gavin. Gavin will beat Peter all the time.
Okay.
So that's kind of how that goes. Peter's been the hardest opponent for me the whole semester. He's really patient and neutral.
Okay.
He plays Charizard like really well. Like I didn't think Charizard's that good of a character, but
his spacing and his movement are amazing.
Super safe.
Right?
Yeah.
And like how quickly he gets those, like he spaces those bears, and those bears come out so fast.
Bear
Like
kills you at like 60.
yeah, and they're so
cry.
lightning fast, and he sets up well for those. So gotcha. Nice. Was there any point in this tournament where you just like had a match or any player in particular that you were concerned about going into this? Like I know some people like were
Not really.
Okay.
Free stat, you know.
Free stat. Damn.
I don't think I lost a game with DK, so that was good. I don't know. I guess we all just gotta practice more, right?
Yeah. No, we definitely. Okay. All right. Well, is there anything you want to say to the stream? Any shout outs or anything? Last words you want?
Shout out Gerardo. You will lose. I'll put $100 on the DK Ditto if you want. I see you in chat. I'll put $200 if you really want. Next time you're in your C-Stat, hit me up. I'll see y'all later.
All right. Cool. Thanks, Ryan. Congrats again on winning, Kaiba. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hop off the stream too now. At this point, our top 8 playoff for Fall 2017 is done. Shoutouts to my boy Gerardo right there on the stream. I miss you. I love you, dude. Shoutouts to the 2 Daniels if you're still around here. And yeah, thank you guys so much for. I got to leave at some point there, Gerardo. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it a lot. This is BU Pegasus. I'm going to sign off now. Take it easy, guys.